Hey everybody, it's Jim Palmer, the Newsletter Guru, and I'm committed to helping you build a more profitable business faster. I am so excited about this week's show because my new book, Stop Waiting for It to Get Easier, Create Your Dream Business Now, is out. This is actually, as I'm shooting this Monday, and the book launches officially tomorrow, October 1st, and we have so many plans. We're going to be calling this the Stop Waiting Revolution the entire month of October, so we got a lot of things planned. This is, quite candidly, this is my best book yet, and I am bound and determined to influence, with your help, hopefully, to influence thousands and thousands of entrepreneurs, new entrepreneurs, and already existing entrepreneurs to grow a more profitable business faster. So one of the things about this book I'm so excited about is Kevin Harrington from the Shark Tank wrote the foreword. You know, I'm such a big fan of the Shark Tank and the entrepreneurial stories that they share, and about people taking a risk and an idea. And so I sent the manuscript to Kevin, and he got right back to me, which was awesome. And he said, Jim, I love it. I not only believe in your message of the book, but I want to be part of this kind of, he might have been the one that said revolution, entrepreneurial revolution. So it's quite an honor to have Kevin part of the book. But this book is designed to help people understand that now is the time to act. So I'm going to go real briefly to tell you about the book, but kind of the first section of the book, it gives you example after example of people that started successful businesses, going way back in history, all the way to current times, through many, many different recessions, depressions, different economic times. In fact, you'll see just literally in the first couple chapters alone that starting a business while the economy is really tough, there's been more successful businesses created and more really, really wealthy entrepreneurs created during hard economic times. So that's going for you. The second thing I'm going to do, kind of in the middle of the book, give you some of the best strategies I know how, some of the best mindset and also marketing and business building strategies on how to start your business, different ways you can go into business. I'm going to give you some things you can do to help you get your business ramped up quickly. And then what I thought, and this was kind of almost an afterthought, I said, you know what? So I was reading the first two sections of the book that I just described to you in the proofing process, and I said, we need some real world right now examples. So I identified 5 entrepreneurs who have all either started a business or have, in one case, somebody has started a business 5 years ago, so they're still in the crappy economy period, but in the last year to two have undertaken a significant investment in growing their business, again, even while they're crappy economy. So what I think is really cool about ending with these 3 stories, these 3 profiles, first of all, they're all different. Men and women in different stages, stay-at-home moms, somebody's in corporate America that's transitioning into a new business. So it's very inspirational. And then I end the book, not to give the whole thing away, but I end the book with a strategy. One of the strategies that I give you to kind of send you on your way, I want to share with you today, and it's called Cutting the Rope. So allow me to read to you. I'm in my comfy chair, so allow me to read to you. Starting a small business takes a lot of guts, and there's one more strategy that I'd like to share with you that many of the entrepreneurs I interviewed discussed. It's called cutting the rope. Others might call it not having a plan B. However you describe it, I believe that your chances of succeeding are far greater if you go all in. If you have a plan B or a safety net or some other kind of way to rescue yourself if it doesn't work, then when it comes time to making the hard choices, doing the hard things, whether that's cold calling or whatever that looks like, if you have a plan B, just by very human nature, you might not do them because you're not all in, okay? I'm going to skip around. I'm not going to read it word for word here. I want to share with you something. Yeah, my friend John Lee Dumas actually shared when I talked to him. So the year was 1519, and Hernan Cortes landed on a vast plateau called Mexico. He had with him about 600 Spaniards without protective armor, roughly 16 horses, and fewer than a dozen boats. He also had a dream of conquering an empire that contained some of the world's greatest treasure, including gold, silver, and precious Aztec jewels. By logical standards, the attempt to conquer such an extensive empire signaled that Cortes possibly also had a death wish. You see, for more than 600 years, other conquerors with far greater resources who had attempted to colonize Mexico and take that treasure failed. Cortes knew the history and knew of previous failed attempts, so he took a different approach to his quest to conquer the Aztecs. Instead of charging ahead and forcing his men into immediate battle, Cortes remained on the beach and worked to inspire his men with stirring speeches. He urged the spirit of adventure and stoked the desire of lifetime of fortune. In coaching mastery, he turned a military exercise into an adventure in the minds of his troops, speaking to mindset. Through all of his oratories, it was a matter of 3 words that changed the history of the New World, and Cortes ordered, "Burn the boats." It was a command that actually smacked of lunacy. If defeat loomed at the hands of the Aztecs, there was no exit strategy, no way to retreat, no way to save lives. There was no plan B. Cortes was all in. Rather than undermining the confidence of his men, it had the opposite effect, and with only 2 choices, ensure victory or die, it ignited the will to win. The outcome is recorded in history. Hernan Cortes became the first man in 600 years to successfully conquer Mexico. Now, there's some dispute about the veracity of this story, but it's not difficult to believe. A move like this would have, and very likely did, change the mindset of the men fighting with Cortes. With no way out and the healthy survival instinct innate in each of us, victory resulted. Now, I also write, knowing that what you know about mindset, it's time for you to take the same action that Cortes did to conquer Mexico and ultimately enjoy riches beyond belief. Burn your boats, cut the rope, however you see your escape line. Put a plan B right into the shredder. These actions will create the mindset you need to be successful. So, you know, again, some might dispute some of the facts, but I thought it was an awesome story to illustrate how powerful it is not to have a plan B, to go all in. When I started my business, you know, my first 12 months were what I call revenue free, which means I had this much in sales my first 12 months. Imagine if I had a plan B, or if I said, you know, let me keep looking for a job, let me keep doing this or doing that. But no, I kept going out to networking events and sales calls, making phone calls, meeting people. I was all in. I was bound and determined. I'm going to do whatever it takes to become highly successful, because I in fact did burn the boats by saying I will never work for somebody else again. So I want to encourage you, whether you're an entrepreneur, someone who wants to be an entrepreneur now, whether you're an entrepreneur now and you're looking to grow, you're not satisfied where you are now, put your plan B in the shredder, burn the boats, and start going all in your business. Now is exactly the time. Stop waiting for it to get easier. Create your dream business now. All right, so you can get this book at Amazon in paperback and Kindle. You can get it at my website, which is stopwaitingbook.com. I'll put that URL right here in case I didn't remember it properly. But get this book. This book will actually change your life. This is going to be an unbelievable influence, I think, perhaps even on the economy, as we create more entrepreneurs. So stop waiting for it to get easier. I want you to create your dream business now, and I am here to help you. So get your copy of my book and join the Stop Waiting Revolution. All right, if you found some value in this video, I'd appreciate it very much if you would share this with someone you know. Maybe share it with someone you don't know. Simply by clicking the share button, it'll more likely put it on your news feed, and somebody else will see it and get the benefit of some of my smart marketing and business building advice, and maybe they too will get their copy of my book and join the Stop Waiting Revolution. What also I'd ask you to do is join me on Facebook, Twitter, Google+, wherever, and just use the hashtag Stop Waiting. Hashtag Stop Waiting, and join everybody else who's reading the book and enjoying a good kick in the pants, so to speak. Before the day's out, look for ways that you can add more value to somebody's business simply by making your business better. When you add more value, your current customers, clients, and patients, people that already know, like, and trust you, they're going to go, wow, that's better than it even thought it was, and they're going to stay longer. And when they stay longer, they'll spend more and refer more, and that's always a great thing. And before the day's out, look for some way that you can put a smile on somebody's face. Random acts of kindness are we really need those in this world today. So let's be a little bit nicer to each other out there. My name's Jim Palmer. I'm the host of Newsletter Guru TV, and I want you to join the Stop Waiting Revolution. Get your copy of my book today, and watch for another great episode of Stick Like Glue Radio. Well, you could do that, but watch for another great episode of Newsletter Guru TV this time next week. And remember, I am committed to helping you build a more profitable business faster, and you take good care.